Welcome back to the channel, Project Beamers. That's a e36 door panel. Yeah, you see it laying on the side there. Came off of there, right? All right, so this is that video. You guys got e36s out there. You probably have issues with your door panels. Here's my other one. It's on, but it's hanging on by threads. You see here, no clips or anything like that. So they all came off. I had to bolt it on. See, I have a custom pod on there that's, has some bolting areas on it. So that's the main reason why this panel hasn't fallen off completely. I was gonna do a video on how to get the door panel off, but chances are if you're watching this video, you don't need a tutorial on how to get this damn thing off. Yours is probably just falling off anyway. All the clips are probably gone. Every time you slam the door, the damn panel falls off. You're probably done with this shit and so embarrassed to have the damn car. But these cars could be a thing of beauty. I know it. So this video today, I'm going to show you guys how to deal with the door panel issue. And all in all, the reason why I'm mainly doing this is because I'm painting that pod black, and I have new panels that don't have that gray insert. See this little gray insert here? I got new ones that's all black leather. So I have to fit those with the pods, have to do some custom work. The show goes on. So I'm gonna take you guys along with me on that journey. One of my pods already took off the door, the one that's on this door. It's laying over there. I already painted it black. That's the one that I'm gonna be using. I gotta do the same thing to the other one, but the first thing I gotta do is sort out the door clips. This is a look of the original panel, the one that I'm not using anymore. If you can see right here, all these, there used to be clips right here. This is the main problem with these e36 door panels over time. This particular one is 1996. We're in 2020 now, so the car is old, 20 something years old. Some of you guys got ones that's reaching the 25-year mark. So these door panels over time, man, this whatever kind of adhesive that they used on there, it just it failed. And then the actual plastic clips that were in there, they came out. And the funny part is you can't find those clip housings online pretty much anywhere. They don't sell those things separate. The only way to get them is either from an older door panel, source them out somewhere online on the internet, or just God knows make your own, or you have to buy a completely new door card. Those clips come attached to the door panel, so you have to get the door panel in order to get those clips. And the door panel from BMW, if you could even find one, it's gonna be about 700 bucks for one panel, right? Good luck. So I sourced out some panels on the internet. Thank God I found somebody somewhere in Connecticut who had some extra panels, and I bought them. All of his clips weren't in place, but they were decent. I'm gonna use that as my working template, and I'll show you guys the process of what I'm about to do. Here's the newer panel that I got from the guy in Connecticut. Shout out to him. See, the reason why I got it, it's all black. It's black vinyl everywhere. Problem with this particular panel is that part is coming out. See here? That's loose, so that's not good. And then on the back of it, it has most of the clips still on for the most part. This one is missing, that one is missing, and that one there and there. There's like actually two there. Okay, so in order to fix this issue, a couple things that we're gonna have to do here. First thing is replace the clips. So he did give me extra clips. I do have extra ones of these. These are the ones that I was mentioning to you. You can't buy these black parts. The white little clips, yeah, you can get those anywhere. But the actual black clips, those pieces there, those come on the door panels. With these door panels, they're numbered. I believe they come from this side. So let's say this one is 1. There's 10 all together. You'd have 1, 2, 3. Then you have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And they're numbered from 1 to 10. So if you have a complete set, you should have 1 to 10. And it's important that you put them in order because of the way that the door is shaped. Certain ones of these clips, they're contoured like let's say this one specifically. You see how it has that little rounded area there? That clip would be rounded to fit specifically on there. So it's not like you could take a flat one and put it there because it wouldn't sit properly. And then again, some of these clips are very low profile compared to some of the other ones which are very high. That's because when you put the door panel on, those have to clip onto certain areas on the door. So some of them have to be taller, some of them have to be shorter, and they have to be lined up precisely. Okay, so remember before when I showed you the glue, that glue? Well, that glue has to be taken off completely. Like you see how I already got it off here? I'm going to show you how I got that off. Before I just randomly took the glue off, I marked off where the clip was in there so that I don't put the clip too far off to the side or up or down. It has to be right in between those lines so that it'll line up where it goes. Like for instance, if I was taking this one off, I would mark a line there. I'd mark a line on the top there. I'd even go and mark a line down across here so that I'd know where that clip goes. See how I took that off? I made those markings there. Same there, I made the markings. That's to give me a guideline of where the clips go. Okay. Now, since I already took the glue off of those before I made the video, I still have to get the glue off of here. Okay, glue, right? See how this is coming off? This glue is old and is very hard but brittle at the same time. So remember, I don't know, in another video I told you I used this ultimate pry tool. See how low profile that is? You can get basically into anything. And that's what I use pretty much to come into the corner right here and slide right under the glue, and I'll just peel it all the way around, and that'll come off 100% clean. It'll just like that. And that's what you want. Even if it breaks off, doesn't really matter because this low profile will be able to go right under the edge wherever it broke off at, and then start peeling away again, nice and clean. And that's how you want it to come off, nice and clean like that, right? So that you won't have any residue, because when I go to glue this back on, you can't glue on top of the old glue residue. You can't. It won't stick. So you have to do this properly. So I'm going to go ahead and take this whole panel off, and then I'll be right back. I'm going to take all the glue that's under there, take that all off. All right? Be right back. Alright, so that little job is done. It wasn't nothing too tedious. It was just getting the glue off. I used this, I scraped off all the glue. This is all the excess. You see how it's just old glue. It's just deteriorated already. So I wasn't going to hold anything anymore. I took this part off. Now, if I wanted to customize and change the color or anything, now would be the time to do that. So if you wanted to do something like that, you would wrap this panel and then you would just re-glue it back on. You see how it has a lip on it? That's where the glue goes, so you don't have to really worry about damaging your actual material. So that's off. Next thing I have to do is clean out these channels, get all that glue out of there. The way I'm going to attach that It's pretty much just JB plastic weld or something like that. Nothing too crazy. It's just got to be a contact adhesive, something just that's gonna stick for a long time. As long as I prep the surface, I'll be fine. And the same thing with these. I'm gonna put these back on too with the same JB weld. Put them in place, put some pressure on it, hold it, leave it there. I'll let it sit for a couple of hours until it sets, and then those should be done. This is not going to be a difficult job. Just got to make sure you do it right. Do it right the first time, and you shouldn't have any problem with the doors anymore. Once the doors, the pins and everything are fixed, all those clips are back on, the job is pretty much done. But I'm going to take it a step further because I have to actually mount my speaker pod on here, and I'll show you guys that too. All right, so I'll be back. Okay, these clips, they will be numbered. So you see 1 would be there, this would be 2, and these are numbered. So that says 2 on there. So 2 would go there. There were 3, 4, 5. I don't care about 5, 6. 7 is missing, so this should be 7. Then 8, 9. You see how 9 has that weird little shape? So 9 is a weird shaped clip. It goes right there. 9. And then 10 has a little angle on there. So 10 would be an angled clip too. And that would go there. Some JB weld. Mix some of it up. Mix it up. Put some on there. Pow. Hold it nice and tight. You can clamp it. Just give it like an hour. Just leave it there. Just forget about it. Don't worry about it. And then trust me, that will hold. Very, very important. Remember, the reason why I said to mark those off whenever you're taking off the glue. Like let's say there was this tab came off and the glue was left over and I was trying to peel off the glue. You would want to make sure that you mark off where that tab goes, where this goes, because you don't want to put it off center or off to the side or something, because then the clip that's inside of it, it won't line up where it goes on the door, and you won't be able to mount the door panel. So you're doing this for nothing. So this is a very important part. You have to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started with that. Set some other parts up that I need to get done so I can load up for us another segment of the video, and then I'll start moving along. Okay, we'll be done with these soon. It's going to be a 2-part video because I'm just going to show the fixing part so that you can have a working door panel again, and then I'm going to add to that the custom part so I can put my door pod on there. All right, so get back to that soon. Okay, so I ended up using liquid nails for this project to get this molded on here, and it worked out perfect pretty much. This is fiberglass. Liquid nails works on that substance. So what I did was, this is a seal on the outside. Before I did this, I did a bead of liquid nails on the underside of this, and then I held it down, pressed with some weight. I used my PS3 a Digital Designs amp and a Soundstream amp. Those are very heavy solid amps, and I just laid them on top of there for like 3 hours. I went to go handle some business and I came back, and then that pretty much did the job. Then just for some extra security, I went around the edges and I just sealed it off with the liquid nails. It's still wet right now. I didn't even do this like 5 minutes ago, so it's still, I'm going to clean up some of that so it could look a little more presentable, even though this is the back side of the panel. A lot of people do work on the back side of the panel. I don't care how it looks, because then everybody's going to see it. But I do want to clean it up just a bit, get it looking nice, and then that'll be pretty much the way that would stay. Now on the other side, As you can see, the panel is on. See? It's on perfect. Everything is sealed off. That was flapping around before, remember? And that was the purpose of me doing this, was so that I can put that back on, so that I can get this panel cleaned up. And this is the one that I'm going to be using in my project. So I'm cleaning it all up. This will be all on perfect. Right after I finish doing this, I could have been doing it while this was drying. I'm going to attach the tabs on there and just get them on, and that way I can start getting this project moving forward. I haven't even started that panel over there, haven't started that one yet, but that's the next one to go, and this will be done. I'll get this done by the end of the night. I'm actually doing this work right here in my apartment. My garage is right down the street, but I'm doing some work from home. I don't like to go out too much. We're still dealing with that that stuff, man. I don't like going out if I don't have to. If I can do some of this work at home. I just wanted to make sure that I got it on video for you guys, so that I have some content for the channel. This is all custom work, project work, maintenance work, fix-up work, just work on the car. Okay, for these clips, what I'm gonna do now, unfortunately I'm not gonna get this on camera for you, but it's very simple. Just going to make sure that I have starting with number 1 here. It's already on there, so this one would be number 2. Be sure that you're gonna get them all lined up. Number 2 goes here. I'm gonna mix up some JB Weld in this little container, and then I'm gonna just spread it out right here. Once I spread it out, then I'll place this where it belongs, and then just to hold it in place while it cures, I'm going to just clamp it on with this. Leave it clamped onto there, and then move on to the next one. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 of them to do. So I'll knock out a couple of them, and then I'll show you the progress as I go along. Alright, see, they got the JB Weld on there, clamped up. All clamped up over there, and clamped. Now, there's another one, number 10, that's supposed to go there, but I noticed I only got one number 10. And that panel over there doesn't even have, unfortunately, all of the clips that I have. I thought I had all the numbers, but some of them are doubles, so this doesn't have all of them. I'm gonna have to figure something out for this poor guy. There's another door that's still on in the car. I'm gonna get that off and see if maybe there's a clip or two still on there, hopefully, that I can use. I need most of the ones from the bottom if possible, if I could find those, because I was having issues with the door loose on the bottom. But whether I find them or not, doesn't matter. I'm gonna fix this issue. This one's done. Once these dry, this door panel will be pretty much as good as new. And then that way I could start the custom part, because I'm gonna have to cut that pocket out to mount my pod, and then pretty much I'll show you how to get the pod on and then mount the door on. I'm anxious to do that because I want to get these doors back on and start getting that project finished. But if I determine what I'm going to do with this, for sure, I'll let you know. Until then, I'm still figuring out a way to get these clips for this door. Alright, so that's pretty much that. Just to give a quick little recap of everything that I did. I used this pry tool here, or something similar, just something that you can use to scrape off the excess glue that was left from when the tabs came off, or if this started to separate from the panel, any glue that was left over, use the same tool to clean all that off. So that's going to be a prep, cleaning off all the glue. Once it's cleaned off, you could run it like a shop vac or something over the panel to get all that extra stuff off. You don't want to have any residual dirt or whatever from the glue. The next thing is going to be mark off the area where these tabs were with a marker or a pencil or a pen, whatever you got, so that you know where the tabs have to be aligned. Okay. Then this either you could do the tabs first or you could do the insert first. It doesn't matter. To do the insert, excuse me, I use liquid nail. You don't have to use this. I just decided to use it. The reason why I decided to use it is because it was a long string of area where I had to have some adhesive, and this caulking worked just fine. I just ran the bead all the way down. Seemed to be the easiest way for me to get that done, so that's why I decided to use that. Like I said, you can use whatever you want. Then when you're going to do the tabs, I used some JB Weld, just mixed up some of that and apply it to the area. I mixed it up pretty much with an old credit card. And then I used these clamps or anything similar to hold them in place while they set. And then that's pretty much it. Setting time, a couple of hours, just on the safe side. You could do it overnight if you're not in a rush or whatever, but if you need to get customers stuff back to them, whatever, then a couple of hours. I left mine for about, I would say 6 hours, 7 hours, and I'm gonna let them chill overnight without me actually trying to put the panel back on or work with it at all. But for the most part, it's good, man. The other side looks fine. I'm gonna just wipe it down when I'm ready to use it. But for the most part, that's a good panel, man. Good deal. And fixed it myself. DIY stuff, you know how that goes. This channel is all about, if you could do it yourself, do it. Pretty easy jobs. And the back of the panel, nobody sees that, but it's not that bad. Looks pretty cool. If you want, you can paint that or whatever, but I'm not gonna do all that. It's fine the way it is. I just wanted to make sure that these were strong, so that when I mount the door back on, or the panel back on the door, I should say, I'm not gonna have no issues. And that's been achieved. So like I said, this is gonna be a 2-part video. The next part is gonna be me customizing this actual panel to fit my pod on there, and then mounting it on the door. See you soon.